Hey, what's up? It's Nate. I'm online, DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats. It's 3:45 p.m. on a Saturday. Last video was a Tuesday dinner shift. This one's going to be a Saturday, kind of late afternoon, hopefully through dinner. Hopefully things are going well enough to stay out. They should be. It's Saturday. Saturday's usually pretty safe. I already got an order on my way driving to my area, the area that I dash in. McDonald's, I think $8.36 on Uber Eats, going 1.7 miles to the drop-off. I already have the food. Let's go get it dropped off. All right, easy enough drop off. The estimate for that was $8.22. I think I said $8.36 for some reason. Assuming the tip comes through like it says it will, $8.22 on that one. Of course, with Uber Eats, they can modify the tip, so it could be more, it could be less. You never know until about an hour later. It was leave at the door. He came and got it, so that made it easy. No big deal. Now I've got a couple miles still to actually get into the zone that I want to be in, so I'm going to drive there. Got a couple DoorDash orders that were not worth taking at all, but hopefully it's busy. The map said it was busy before I came out. Let's get it. All right, it is now 4:08 p.m., so it's been a few minutes. I stopped at Panera and got coffee. Just grabbed a stacked order, Applebee's and Panera, for $12 on DoorDash, 2.7 miles. You can't see it because of the rain, but that is Applebee's over there. That is Panera right there, so very close to the restaurants. 2.7 miles is going to be all delivery, all driving to the customer. Okay, we got the Applebee's. It was ready when I walked in, so now we head 200 feet that way and pick up the Panera. All right, I got both the Panera and the Applebee's delivered. They were in the same apartment complex, just a couple buildings apart, which was very cool. Easy drop-offs, leave at the door, both of them. They both had hidden tips, so estimate for the total was $12. It ended up being $14. So instead of $6, they were each $7 a piece, so that's pretty good. Cancun, I don't think I want to drive 11.7 miles. I'll let you know what we get next. Okay, I got an order on DoorDash for Qdoba. Not a great order, $7.50, and I've already got the food, got about 4.5 miles to the delivery. Not one that I would normally take when it was busy, but it is 4:45 right now. I wanted to get one more order in before hopefully the dinner rush really starts. That's what I'm looking forward to. So I'm gonna get this delivered and hopefully there's a hidden tip on it. All right, I got the Qdoba delivered. That $7.50 turned into $10.50, so $3 hidden tip on there. That ended up being a very good order for 4.5 miles. I will take $10.50 for 4.5 miles all day. I do hesitate to take Qdoba orders when it's busy. I took this one because it was a little before like the dinner rush, dinner time. It would have to be a really good order now for me to take Qdoba because they are usually quite slow. They generally get a long line and they just focus on getting the people through their line that are inside and kind of ignore delivery orders until a manager comes over and says, hey, you should probably make these orders. It doesn't matter too much. I just avoid it, so it's easy. But in this case, it worked out very well. I do have a couple miles to get back to the restaurants that I want to dash around, and it is now 5:01 p.m., so we should be getting closer to that good Saturday evening dinner. There's always a train. Okay, I just dropped off a McDonald's order on Grubhub. Forgot to record it, just totally spaced out and didn't set the camera up, so sorry about that. It was, I think, $7.38 for like less than a mile right down the street from the McDonald's. I also grabbed a $21 order from Red Robin on Grubhub. This one's a little iffy. It's 9 miles, so I normally wouldn't want to drive 9 miles, but for $21, I think it's worth it. The iffy part is that Grubhub orders tend to never be ready. I think I get the order right at the same time that the restaurant gets the order, so at a place like McDonald's, not a big deal, because even if they haven't started it, by the time you get there, it's usually only a couple minutes for them to make the food. But a restaurant like Red Robin, especially if they're busy now, we'll see. I'm gonna try it. Hopefully the wait's not too long. All right, I got the Red Robin picked up. It was about a 10-minute wait, so not too bad. It's very busy in there, but it's just 2 burgers and fries, so luckily that didn't take too long. 7.7 miles to the delivery, so this is going to be a pretty good order, assuming the delivery goes well. All right, I got that Red Robin delivered a while ago. Got back in the area where I want to dash because it was, you know, it took me 7 miles away. Had to stop for gas. That was fun. It's never fun. Used Get Upside though, but on this one I have to actually upload a picture of the receipt, which is pretty easy. It's got 10 cents cash back per gallon on this one. Not too bad. I think gas is $4.05 here. $4.05, so it's one of the cheaper places around also. There's a link in the description. We could both get 15 cents cash back extra on your first purchase if you want to use Get Upside. If not, that's cool too. All right, I had paused DoorDash just for the drive back, so they didn't try to keep me on the other side of town. So I'm going to turn that back on. Let's see what we get. Grabbed a Taco Bell order on DoorDash, $6.50 for, I already have the food going 2.8 miles now. I just picked it up. Of course, Taco Bell didn't have either of the drinks that the customer ordered, but the good news is the customer actually answered when I tried to get a hold of them to ask what they would want instead, and they seem pretty cool with some alternative drinks. I'll drop this off in about 5 minutes. Okay, that Taco Bell delivery was pretty easy. While I was dropping that off, I got a Walgreens order on DoorDash, $7.75 for about 2 miles and probably about a mile from the store. 2 items, so that should be pretty quick. And then I also grabbed a Red Robin on Uber Eats, 9 something for about 4 miles. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna do the Walgreens real quick. That'll take me actually towards the Red Robin, so this should work out pretty well. Okay, I got the shopping done. It was pretty easy. After I had checked out, the customer messaged and said, please bring me drawing paper. We've tried 3 times to order drawing paper and haven't gotten it yet. So I got what you ordered. I mean, I had to scan the barcode because DoorDash does that sometimes now. And it said it was the right thing, and it's a sketch pad, so I'm guessing that's right. The picture was a little different in the app from what the actual item is, so maybe other Dashers had not gotten it because it didn't match, but I don't know. Anyway, I was driving by the Red Robin, so I also picked up the Uber Eats order from there. About 0.8 miles to deliver the Walgreens order. It's leave at the front desk at a hotel, so that should be pretty quick, and then we'll be on to deliver the Red Robin. Okay, I dropped off the Walgreens at the front desk. I handed it to the customer. She didn't mention anything about the paper, so she had texted me and said, please get drawing paper. It's our 3rd time trying. I replied and said, is this what you want? And she never answered, but I had already checked out and it was already on the way. So, or I was in my car. I wasn't driving yet. I mean, at that point I paid it. The order was basically done. I just needed to drop it off. So, and she never responded. Anyway, she got her drawing paper, so good to go. We got 3.3 miles to this Uber Eats DoorDash. Uber Eats DoorDash. And this Uber Eats Red Robin. We've got 3.3 miles to deliver this Red Robin. Also, that last order was $7.50. I didn't realize, I generally don't take shopping orders unless the payout is pretty good. This one ended up being good. I didn't realize DoorDash had added a $1 peak pay. I probably wouldn't have taken that for $6.50. Even though the mileage was good and it would normally be a good order, and you're doing the shopping, so you're not like at the mercy of a cook and how slow they're going to be. But if something is out of stock, you're immediately contacting the customer, waiting for them to respond on DoorDash, and so, you know, that's never fun. So that's why I generally wouldn't have taken it for $6.50. Didn't realize there was a $1 peak pay. I'll take the peak pay. That one ended up being a good order, so we got lucky. All right, let me go get this dropped off. Okay, leave at the door, but he came out and got the food, no problem, makes it easy. Although with Uber, it's kind of annoying because there's not like a handed to customer option. You still have to hit take photo, as far as I know. And then you can skip taking the photo, but then it said, hey, add a note. Sometimes I add added to customer, sometimes I just leave it blank. I got a DoorDash, $7.50 for about 3 miles, 3.5 miles, something like that. 2 miles to the restaurant, so the delivery will be a mile and a half for $7.50, which would be $6.50 before the peak pay, so maybe a hidden tip. Ooh, let's cross our fingers. All right, I got the Applebee's picked up. There was a short wait. The food was ready, but they don't let you grab it yourself, and the to-go person was busy in the back, so I had to wait for them to come out. I mean, I get it, they don't want people stealing orders, but it's a bit frustrating when you have to wait for 5 minutes and the food's already, it's just sitting there. But you know, you don't want to break protocol. Anyway, 1.5 miles to this drop off. Okay, handed that to the customer. Ended up being $11.40. So like a $7.90 tip on there, which is awesome. Very much appreciated. That was a very good order. I grabbed an $11 Chick-fil-A order on DoorDash. It's going to be going a little over 5 miles, I think, by the time I get it. I'm going to go pick that up, and yeah. Okay, I got the Chick-fil-A picked up, 5.4 miles to the delivery. Chick-fil-A has the most slippery floors. Is it just me, or has anybody else noticed that? Just the tile. I don't know what they clean it with, or if they're just waxing the tile. Just so slippery. You just have to walk so careful through there. All right, let's drop it off. Okay, left that Chick-fil-A at the door. Pretty easy drop off. Got a couple cool dogs there. I'm not sure you could see any on the video, but anyway, it became a $14.75 order. So it was a $10 tip on that Chick-fil-A, which is a very generous tip. I appreciate that. So that was a pretty good order. Head back. It is now 8:11 p.m. I haven't really been doing the math in my head, but it feels like it's going pretty well. Like it's a pretty good night. You know, for a Saturday, it's pretty good. A lot of hidden tips and fairly decent size orders. And then of course, 5 miles for $6.50. No, thank you. Okay, I grabbed a DoorDash order from Wayback Burger, $6.50 for 2.8 miles, something like that. I forgot that there's a $1 peak pay, so it's really a $5.50 order. I would not have taken it, but then I immediately got stacked a $7 order for Tender Shack, I think, which I think is, not sure where that one is. It's a virtual brand. We'll find out which restaurant it is, but for another 2 miles. So that would be a $6 order. It could be a hidden tip on that since it's a stack. This one for $5.50. I'm gonna keep it because I'm already here, and this place is usually pretty fast. Stuff's usually ready when I get here shortly after, so I'm gonna take it. But yeah, the peak pay got me. Okay, so Wayback Burger was ready when I got in there, grabbed that. I was wrong. I think I said Tender Shack or something for the next order. It's actually Twisted Tenders, which is a virtual brand inside of Logan's Roadhouse. Logan's is usually pretty good. Hopefully they are good with Twisted Tenders. I don't think I've ever picked up for Twisted Tenders, but whatever, it really doesn't make a difference. Twisted Tenders was not ready, but it allowed me to use the bathroom. When I came out of the bathroom, they were ready. So it would have been a 2-minute wait, I guess, if I had just waited. Instead, I made good use of my time. Now I have 2.1 miles to deliver the Wayback Burger. All right, another leave at the door that met me at the door, so I handed it to him. $6.50 for that one. Of course, no hidden tip because it was really a $5.50 plus $1 peak pay. That's all right, and it ended up being a pretty easy order. 1.1 miles to the Twisted Tenders drop off. All right, I got the the Twisted Tenders dropped off in the non-branded bags, so nobody knows it's from Logan's Roadhouse. That ended up being a $9 order, so a $2 hidden tip on that, so that was a very good one. That made up a little bit for the Wayback Burger that tricked me. Now the DoorDash wants me to go 3 miles for $2.75 and go to a McDonald's that the lobby is closed, so you have to wait in the drive-thru. No, thank you. Also, in case anybody was wondering, because I was wondering, how do you get $2.75 with a $1 peak pay? Peak pay actually just ended, so it wasn't a $1.75, although I wouldn't put that past DoorDash. But peak pay ended because I was thinking about it, like, wait a minute, $2.75 with peak pay, holy cow! But no, peak pay ended, so that did not include peak pay. It also did not include a tip, so I will not be delivering that food. Okay, I grabbed a DoorDash order for Subway, $6.50, a little under 3 miles. Kind of headed towards home. Might be my last order. It is 8:50 p.m. So this might be it. It was a pretty good night. I don't know. We'll see how I feel and how quickly this order goes, whether I head back to this area or just head home. Whenever I'm kind of close to the end of the night and an order takes me towards home, it's hard to like pry myself away, especially if I've kind of done good and met the goal I had. It's tough out here. Okay, I got the Subway picked up. They were finishing it right when I walked in there. 1.1 miles to the delivery. Okay, I did actually head back because it didn't take me as close to home as I thought. It was only a mile up the road, so that's not really much closer than I am anywhere else. But I got it's actually a double stack, not an awesome order, $12.50 from Chipotle, but it is definitely taking me towards home, fairly close to home actually, but it's like 8 miles. So I'm gonna do it. It will be my last order unless something else great comes along, or my last 2 orders, I guess. So this will be it for tonight. It is now 9:03 p.m. I'll let you know when I get the food. Well, Chipotle's lobby is currently closed because they don't have full staff, so I guess I have to go through their drive-through, which usually sucks. If I wasn't planning on this being my last order and taking me towards home, I would not be in this drive-through. I almost never wait in this drive-through because it's usually, I mean, there's 3 cars here and it's 9 p.m. So you can imagine how busy it usually is, especially during peak times. But since this is going to be it and I'm heading home after this, I guess I'll wait. Plus, I'm kind of stuck now. I'd have to back out. Hello.
What's the name on your order?
I have 2, Vivian and Annie.
Annie and Vivian?
DoorDash.
Here's Annie.
Okay.
Here's Vivian.
Awesome. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Must be something relatively serious going on. Hope everyone's okay. Okay, as you probably saw, the pickup was relatively painless at Chipotle. 3.5 miles to the first delivery. All right, easy enough drop off for the first one, hand to customer. Hidden tip turned into $7.75, I believe. So not too bad. We've got 3.6 miles to the second delivery. I don't know if you could see or if I'll even include the footage or not, but it was a pretty bad accident. It's obviously where all those police and the fire truck were headed. It's crazy because I just went through that intersection like 2 minutes maybe before. You know, I mean, because it's not that far from the Chipotle that I picked up from. I came that way. Car upside down, looks like it hit a pole or something, but I mean, it's just like, geez, a couple minutes later and I could have been part of that. It's crazy how that kind of thing happens. Just, you never know. All right, 3.6 miles, let's go. Okay, simple drop off. That one also had a hidden tip, $7.75 on that one too, so perfect. And my dash ended, so perfect timing right there too. It is 9:36 p.m. I'm gonna call it quits right here. Rough math, I think I came out around $150, so that's pretty good. I think I don't know what the hourly rate goes into, but that's pretty good for a dinner shift. I did start a little early, but still pretty good. I'm gonna call it there. If you have any questions, any comments, any suggestions for videos or anything, please leave them in the comment section below. Drop a like on this video, it helps a lot. And also, if you like this kind of video, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.